Hello everybody, Ben here. This is a quick recap of our lesson from Sunday morning. Now we're going to ask a question. You have 10 seconds to answer this question. Answer it truthfully and honestly. You can answer it however you want, good, bad, but you have 10 seconds to answer it. Ready for it? The question is, who are you? All right, got your answer? We're gonna jump straight into a Bible verse. Now, as I'm reading this, I want you to be hearing for the answer to that question of who are you, because it's in here. This is from Luke chapter 3. When all the people were being baptized, Jesus was baptized too. And as he was praying, heaven was opened, and the Holy Spirit descended on him in bodily form like a dove. And a voice came from heaven, "You are my Son, whom I love. With you I am well pleased." Did you catch that? As Jesus was being baptized, God spoke from heaven and said, "You are my Son, whom I love." Now that's talking about Jesus, but how does that apply to us? Well, because of Jesus' baptism, the same thing happens to us in our baptism. Jesus' baptism makes our baptism work. In our baptism, we are claimed as a child of God, as a son or daughter of God. We are loved in our baptism. We are given the Holy Spirit in our baptism. And the same thing is true for those of us who aren't baptized. But baptism is just a really cool way where God physically and tangibly loves us and gives us these gifts that he provides for us. So if you aren't baptized, I would encourage you to get baptized. And for those of us who are baptized, remember that. Remember what God has given you in your baptism. Now, what's the point of all of this is that who we are is not based in anything but what God has done for us and what he says about us. All because of Jesus' baptism, his life, his death, and his resurrection. We are a child of God. The negative ideas that we have about ourselves, like I oftentimes think about myself as a failure, are just not true. So whatever negative ideas you have about yourself are not who you are. Who we are is a child of God. Our identity is a child of God.